So, what now?
What did Ceridian say when we first met her?
Once we'd weakened the nightmare's influence, we could use the void to enter its lair.
Deborah's grip on the settlers has diminished. We'll return to Ceridian's island. From there, the void breach will take us back to New Eden Town.
Just like that, eh?
Well, yes, just like that. Something bothering you.
But aren't we rushing things a little?
We've lost too much time already. We have a nightmare to confront, remember? Sometimes I hate the world. Another free woman, bright, sensitive, kind, murdered by a craven rabble too weak to face its own mediocrity. Cowards hiding behind fake virtue, and for what? They won't even say her name. Why? Why her?
You said it yourself. Deborah was a victim of their fear.
That's not enough. Her murder was another throw of a dice. Why is it always us who have to pay with our lives?
Other innocents have paid the same price. I should know.
That's not what I meant, but I'm glad to hear your feelings on it. When I left Cuba, anything could have befallen me. I was bright, free, talented. Though I had the wrong tongue, the wrong sex, the wrong skin. I defied life. I expected so much more from the world. I was arrogant. Arrogant to believe I needed no one. To shut out my mother and experience curandera. And listen instead to my sister.
Your childhood friend. What happened?
I had little and wanted more. A dangerous thing when you have our type of talent. Anything could have befallen me, but it didn't.
But something did happen. Something happened to Deborah, and then something happened to you, and now we're both paying that price.
You still have your life.
What's it worth if it's plagued by the murder of all those I killed?
We made a choice, Rory. You made it willingly.
Aye, I did. Look, all this, it's a lot to endure. We're both exhausted. I know I am.
I cannot tire.
I know. I know how hard it's been for you.
You have no idea. None at all.
I'll do my best to understand, if you'll let me. We should have faith. Look at us. We'll get to where we're going.
Shut up, Red. Shut up. This isn't about what we have conquered or what we have achieved or how far we have journeyed. Look at us. Look at me. I loathe what I've become. Can't you see that?
I was trying to help. I'm sorry.
Stop apologizing. Good night.
Antea. Antea? I would have gone with you. Not funny. I have to walk to the stupid bloody island.
There you are. Ready to go?
I just got here. Can we talk? Why did you leave me alone?
You were not alone. Can we go now?
How come it's not working?
Let's ask Seeker. This all has to end, and I'd rather it was sooner than later.
I am doing my best, my love.
There's a spectral web here, but it's new. It's stronger, but I think I can do it.
Well, easy there.
This'll only take a moment. See?
Well, throwing my weapons through your will is a little unsettling. The spell isn't working. I think she's gone.
These stains block the way through, like a thick web.
Still no ghostly spectral spiders hiding away in there, no? Good. Seeker! How can she find anything in this mess?
Is that really what's important right now?
She draws well. Why is there a letter from Deborah Comenius here?
And who's Grace? No way back to New Eden Town, and no Seeker either. Our only clue points to Kate Newsmith. Maybe she knows this Grace, and where to find her.
Manual on how to hide from men.
Wish I had one. The incarnate is hidden away here. Stains bar the path. Can't hide now. Shall we dance then?
Aye. Always.
Ready and waiting. If the spirit chases were working, we wouldn't have specters. I'd stay to figure it out, but we need to see Kate.
Backed by the Banishers, Helen Priest dethroned Captain Pennington. Dark truths were unearthed. Some secrets remain buried. The survivors must now set aside old sins and build themselves lives worth living. But can Helen Priest lead them into the future, chained as she is to her past?
Banisher. I didn't expect you back.
I'm working my way back to New Eden Town.
There, you're on your own.
Do you wish to talk about what happened with the beast?
You killed my sister. I have nothing more to say to you.
Thickskin did what she did, and you were as horrified as I was. I laid the blame when it belonged.
You executed her.
Yes, I did. I know it seemed cruel, but I contend that it was necessary, or seemed so at the time.
Sometimes, Banisher, I wonder if we did not exchange one monster for another.
I'm sorry to bring this up, but your sister owed me money.
So?
I did my part. As the new leader of the camp, the debt falls on you.
Let me be sure I understand. You killed my sister, and now you're asking me for payment.
Whoa, when you put it like that. Never mind, forget it.
I'll try.
What's new around here?
I have no time for gossip.
How fare the people round here?
We're not out of the woods yet. You'll excuse the pun.
Now that you're in charge, what's the plan?
We finish what we started. We find the strength to leave New Eden forever. But not yet. They still have too much fear in their hearts, and not enough hope.
The region is still dangerous. They may never find the courage they need to leave it.
I'm trying to track someone down, and I was hoping you could help me.
I doubt I'll be much use, but I'll help you if I can.
So, I found your name in an old letter. It was addressed to someone by the name of Grace. It was written by Deborah Comenius.
You're tenacious, I'll give you that. But must you push so?
Deborah wrote of a cabin in the woods. Could this Grace person have found it?
I don't know. It was all a very long time ago. I had forgotten her.
Did Grace ask you for help?
No. Grace Pennington vanished. No one ever saw her again.
Grace Pennington? As in Captain Saul Pennington?
What happened to Grace?
I don't know that either. There had been strife with her father. Then she was gone. And the captain spoke of her no more.
Deborah wrote the letter in February 1688. When did Grace disappear?
Months later, Pennington accused Deborah of being a witch. In my recollection, that moment overshadows all others.
Could Grace have survived alone out here in the woods?
Possibly. But could she remain unseen? No. All thought she'd left New Eden. Gone west, perhaps into the wilds.
Does the name Seeker mean anything to you?
It sounds less a name than a calling, but neither mean anything to me. We done?
One more question. Did the school teacher keep a cabin in the woods?
Deborah spent much time walking the woods, trying to understand New Eden, she said. Now that you mention it, I remember A snowstorm. She spent 3 days in a hut not far from here. Southeast, across the drawbridge, along the path towards the mine. If it's still there.
Goodbye to you for now, Kate. I get...
Just our luck that when we need Seeker the most, she disappears.
I still don't understand why the ritual failed.
Let's just find the hut. I believe Daniel Keene has work for us. They never learn, do they? Symbols. The hut may be near. I sense magic. Could Seeker be here? in too?
I can't keep this up.
This can't be a coincidence. Could Grace be Seeker? Dusty. Seeker hasn't been here for a long time.
Anyone home? Deborah knew about this place.
Focus on the matter at hand, Red.
I am.
More demonology. Unusual for a witch. These two schools of magic don't usually see eye to eye. Perhaps Lammy could help us with the spell.
Fine wardrobe for a youngster.
They're rags.
And they won't help us find her. Aye. Quite the fall from grace.
That's not funny, and neither is this.
Aye. Fair enough.
But I don't know the symbol. I don't know it, but I think Lammy might. Seeker drew this. Now we know. She's in the mountains. In the mountains, behind a magic door. And the circle is, somehow, the key. We did well to come here. Now we know where she's hiding. Soon we'll be able to use the pond. All we need is the key to the dissimulation spell. And Lammy Haskell will help us with that.
Aye, sure.
Whatever it is, out with it.
Oh, now what I say is worth listening to.
Only when it doesn't slow us down.
You're in an awful hurry. We need to get this right. We cannot afford to fail.
We won't fail if you stop dragging your feet.
It's faded with age. Hard to know what it was for. Things look better here. Helen is working out.
Spectral traces. Something's up with Helen.
Banishes. Excuse the clatter.
I've seen worse. Good day to you, Helen.
I did not count on seeing you two again. I take it you've returned for a reason?
What can you tell me about a young woman by the name of Grace?
It seems you already know some of the story. It was a long time ago, but I'll do my best to fill in the gaps.
How was their relationship?
I believe it was stormy, as you'd expect between a commander and his disobedient daughter. I do think he loved her, but as far as anyone ever saw, he never shed a single tear for her.
What happened to her?
As I heard it told, one day Grace just wasn't there anymore.
Later, after he exiled her, did the captain try to find his daughter?
Not to my knowledge. He did not set off in search of her, nor did he send men. At the time, I thought it strange. Still do. I'll never understand how a man could reject his only daughter. And that, my inquisitive Banisher friends, is all I know about the matter.
Go gentle, Helen.
Failing that, go hard.
Grace was right in front of us all along. I barely recognize her.
Let's find her. A ghost damaged the sign. No governor, no meetinghouse. And it seems, no faith.
As a community and as individuals, you can do better. I can do better.
Well, ho there! What a pleasant surprise. I was fair and sure that I'd never see you again.
Where are you off to?
Far away, God willing. Build bridges, say the wise, that people may better understand each other. Build a jetty, say I, so that a ship may come and we can leave. New Eden is a fascinating study for you and I. But for ordinary folk, it is, as I've heard it put, a shite hole.
Leaving changes nothing. You just end up making the same mistake somewhere else.
We must always be open to the possibility that people may learn from their mistakes. Is that not right, Mr. McCraith?
Spoken like a leader.
I fear, however, that not everyone shall listen. I fear what shall befall them if they stay behind.
So, Lammy, what's the word around here?
What do you wish to know?
Tell me about the settlers. Anything strange to mention? Stranger than usual, I mean.
Folk have been quite lovely as it happens. Each tries to do their best and spirits are high. Thinking about it, that's actually really strange. Really strange indeed.
How fares New Eden and the Harrows?
It's not easy, I don't have my father's authority, and people fear evil more than ever.
What about you, Lammy? How are you?
I'm well. Or as well as I could wish for. But I still have questions for you, mistress.
We have time for one or two.
I've seen how you move. Do time and space work differently for you?
Not so much when I'm with the living. But yes, they're different.
May I ask another?
Yes, you may.
And what do you miss from being alive?
A big question. Too big to answer. Where would I start? I miss all of it.
May I ask another?
Let's leave it there.
We found a page ripped from a book. Here, do you recognize it?
Let me see. Is this from the Trismegistus riddles? Yes, it seems to be. Why would you bring me one mildewed page from an amusing but harmless little book?
Why would you fail to disclose that you'd given another ritual to another friend?
It was a long time ago. I said after Caleb I'd distribute no more rituals, and that's what I've done. Not done.
We know. But we're looking for Grace Pennington now, and we were hoping you'd help us find her.
Who?
Really, boy?
Oh, I'm sorry, Mistress Antea. You said Grace's name, and it is my reflex to protect her.
When was the last time you saw Grace Pennington?
It had to be a few days after I brought her the cloaking ritual. When I returned to visit, the hut had disappeared. Which makes sense now that I think of it.
That's it? You never again tried to find your best friend, your only friend.
Well, you see, some weeks later, the first whispers of witchcraft started to fly about town. I kept my head down, and Grace was better off out of it. I was right. And I'm glad she escaped. Strange to think of her again after so long.
Ever heard of someone named Seeker?
Seeker? No. Sounds like a title, like my true pursuer. This Seeker. Is she Grace? Is she alive? Do you know where she is?
We think she's Grace. We hope she's still alive. We're trying to find out.
We think she's hidden herself away behind your dissimulation spell.
Then you'll need to unravel it. Shouldn't be too difficult once you're armed with the salient facts.
How does the ritual work?
It creates illusions so effective that they deceive even the keenest eye. There are more effective cloaking spells, but the Trismegistus riddles do have a simple elegance.
The short version, please, ending with how we break it.
Yes, of course. To achieve that, all you need is the caster's full name and the symbol used to make fast the illusion.
Grace Pennington and a triangle pointing downwards.
Well then, now all you need is a simple counterspell from the same book and... Oh my.
What now?
I'm afraid I left my copy in the Araloo. In the void.
That's just great. Just great.
Yes, but in my defence, once you've retrieved the book, dispelling Grace's illusion will be like a walk in the park. Comparatively speaking.
Thank you for your help.
Could you tell Grace that I'm still her friend? I'd be glad to see her again.
Once we found her, we'll be glad to tell her. Go on then. Talk to me. Don't hold back.
You act as though all is well, as though I had not died. I'm dead, and I'm not all right. I'm not all right at all, but you pretend not to see it. That makes me angry, and it makes me sad.
I never wanted that.
I know, but it still felt that way.
Someone inside's hard at work.
Wait. Spectral stains. Haunted house.
I feel something close. Still no ghostly, spectral spiders hiding away in there, no? Good. I'm ready to shoot the infested roots after you bruise the heart. Still impressive. Look, I couldn't talk about it.
Couldn't talk about what?
You accused me of pretending not to see that you're dead.
That's how I feel, Red. You have to accept it.
I couldn't face your death. I admit that. Your death left me desolate. I knew in my heart that it should have been me. Then you came back. I snatched at the chance to undo what'd been done. I don't wish to deny your pain. I've just tried to deal with mine.
Wow. That's... I hadn't thought of it that way. Thank you for your honesty. Think you could take on a ghost? Standing by.
Our book isn't here.
Our book might be up there.
I might need some help.
I might be able to give it.
This looks like Lammy's stuff, only more scattered.
Even with the void shifting, the book should be around here somewhere.
Got it. That seemed a little too easy.
We have the symbol we need. Let's go back to the mountain and find her hiding place.
Did you hear that?
First things first, Red. Can't outrun a ghost.
Moves like a shot.
Did we miss a few? You shouldn't stay in there. This isn't over yet. Run, Red!
Strong enough.
It's up to no good. Standing by. This is it. Seeker is behind this wall. Let the veil of unknowing be lifted. Let us see through the eyes of Grace Pennington.
Ceridian?
You're surprisingly slow, even for a Banisher. You're late. Or early.
At last we find you.
Missed me that much, did you? You could have hurried. You always think you have more time, and suddenly you don't.
It wasn't in vain. We have come far and learned much.
I hope so. But don't think you have it all figured out. You're still Banishers, after all.
We are indeed, Grace.
So, you know.
When I asked if you'd known Deborah Comenius, you denied it. Why?
Seeker never met Deborah. Grace did. I am no longer Grace, and I don't like to speak for her. Deborah was Grace's teacher. She encouraged her to be herself, to become who I am now. They did not know one another, but without Deborah, I'd have never met Ceridian. And with Ceridian, my entire life changed. Deborah suffered terribly, and the fate she met was exactly the fate I fled. I accept it now. I accept it all. Ceridian has left a hollow, and I am called to fill it. I accept. I am ready for my role in this world. Are you ready for yours?
We looked for you everywhere. Why did you leave the Maya marshes?
I needed time, silence, my own space.
Hidden away behind Lammy Haskell's dissimulation spell.
Oh, you know about that. It held a full 7 years. Isn't that impressive? This is the place where I embrace solitude. This is where I made it a strength.
Did Ceridian find you here?
Not physically. I dreamed of her. I dreamed of the Maya marshes. So, I went there. And I found the island.
Quite the thing. Meet your dream in person.
I suppose so. At the time, I was more focused on the fun I'd had getting to the island.
Also,
Our first dance. I admit I ran away. But we have danced many times since then. Old Mosshead, Ceridian and me.
You learned magic by yourself.
Not really. Not at all. First, Lammy Haskell's forbidden books told me that magic was real. They say you must look out for the quiet kids. And that was me and Lammy. Reading those books opened my eyes to worlds of wonder. But I did not learn witchcraft until Ceridian found me. Lammy showed me the view from the prison window, but my mistress walked me right out the door.
Then Ceridian was your true mentor.
I was an angry girl with dreams of freedom and a bundle of mouldy parchments, of which I understood almost nothing. She taught me patience. She tried to teach me serenity. I learned to stick to real witchcraft and leave the magic tricks to more feeble minds. No offense.
I'm taken. Rather proud of my feeble mind. The time has come for us to go back to New Eden and face the nightmare.
Yes. Balance must be restored. You must face your fate and end the curse.
Ceridian said the only way back was through the void. But the pond seems broken. We need your help.
Of course you do.
We're listening.
Remember Ceridian's words. If you were to defeat the nightmare, your hearts must be open to each other. No barriers. Your bond must be strong.
We've never been stronger.
This void breach is not like the others. This one leaks. This one sits at the rotten core of the entire region. You must leave whatever still burns in your hearts at the threshold. If you don't, the void will kill you.
Do you know where in New Eden Town the void shall lead us?
The trick is to focus on your happiest memories and let them take you there. At least that's how it's always worked for me.
We'll try.
And when at last you succeed, I too shall return to New Eden Town. I shall see you there.
With that, we'll take our leave.
Bring peace to this troubled land and your troubled hearts, my friends. I know it's not easy to hear, especially when it's me saying it.
On the contrary.
Thank you, Seeker. We'll do our best.
What's that?
That is not your concern.
She's the custodian now. May she have all the wisdom of her mentor, and more.
I wish I'd have the wisdom of mine.
You're not as stupid as you sound. You'll be fine. Ready to walk through it if you are. In the fields outside Havana, the air is thick and hot this time of year. The downpour lasts for days. I used to lie on the grass, face to the sky, and let the rain wash over me. I'd come home soaked through, smelling of salt and dirt. It drove my mother insane. I never thought I'd hear myself say this. But I miss it. I miss home.
Tell me about your mother.
She was tall. Eyes like jeweled daggers, flashing sharp one moment, pure beauty and poise the next. She was about as predictable as the weather. It made me nervous. I doubt the years have softened her. In her defense, I was a decidedly insolent child. I should have written. I should have taken the time to visit. And I should have told you, as often as I felt it, how deeply in love I am with your tenacity. You seize the light and cling to it, no matter what.
I am stubborn when I want to be. I'm also charming as hell.
You have your moments, and we'll have many more.
You and me. Always.
Thank you for standing by my side through it all, for everything. Into the fray, then.
Always. What is it?
Baggage I may need to finally face. Let's press on. Stay watchful. Spectres are still drawn to you.
Oh, brilliant.
You chose the schoolhouse too.
Of course. Our last night together.
I knew it. And now the question is, how do we reach it?
I like your doll. What are you doing?
This is Aleja. She is a witch, and she is running away from the Spanish soldiers. She had a horse, but he died. He was an old friend.
Maybe we can build her a raft.
I'm Antea. What's your name?
To hell with that.
Was that an echo? In the void? What the...
Patience, Antea. You know that we have to be twice as good as them to get half of what they have. I can't stand anymore.
What a sight to behold.
Wasn't I always?
I think your mother is jealous of you.
I'm better than she was at my age. Of course she is.
We could train in secret. Practice when she's not looking.
These are memories from my childhood. But why here? This isn't over yet. Over there, a passageway.
The paths form and reform. Your passageway's already gone.
This place has a plan for us, and I suspect we may not like it.
It's just us here, Antea.
Damn it!
The void sent us in on us. Perhaps you've been thinking about your past and memories are manifesting.
Or the other way around. Move it, Red! Hogging all the fun. Rory,
Tell me,
Calendre is here.
your childhood friend is here.
What passed for my friend?
Right. We leave now. You explain later.
Mama? Mama!
It's just a game.
What's going on?
Go on. Burn them. Burn her.
What are you?
Our house burned. But we lived. I banished her without knowing how.
Free yourself, Antea. Let the fire melt your shackles.
Careful, Red. It's close. Shall we?
Piss off!
Stay, Antea. Stay and play with me.
I feel like I'm being led by the nose.
It's playing with us. Wants us to feel powerless.
I'll feast on your soul. You won once. Never again. Never again. Come and play, Antea. Come and play. You will never leave this place.
You can't go round the fire. You must go through.
Oh, you're right there, all alone. No one to play with, no one to talk to. Poor little Antea, gifted and talented, constricted, bound, abandoned.
Go to hell.
you now? Look at you dead. Vain and foolish. And oh, the killing he has done for you. You're a poison to the goodness of your man's heart.
This thing was never human, Red. Don't indulge it.
Have you forgotten, Red? Just who you are?
Damn you. You want to play, Calendre? Fine. Let's play.
At last you visit Calendre. Your bestest friend.
We are not friends. And your name is not Calendre.
Perhaps I should name myself by what called me to you. Your weariness? Your solitude? Your arrogance?
I have just one question. Why me?
I heard your call. You are such a powerful soul. How could I not answer? How could I not come and play? The shining craving in your heart lit the way. All I had to do was follow. All I had to do was take you.
You failed. I win.
Look at yourself, Antea. Look at the man you love. Look at what you've done to him. Is this victory?
What are you, exactly? What are you doing here in the void?
Because the woman you are killing for sent me here. Because she banished me. Tell me, Rory of the clan McGrath, when you realize you hardly know the woman you love, how does it feel to learn, after all these years together, these things she never deigned to tell you? These things that sit brooding at the very center of her soul.
My love for her is unconditional.
Yes, your bloodied hands tell the tale.
Why'd you lead us here? What do you want from us?
Don't humor it, Rory.
Careful now. The idea of tearing your precious little pet into pieces just became much more appealing. I'd hate for you to get hurt so fast while you try to save him. But... oh wait. You already did that, didn't you?
That's enough from both of you. You cannot play your old tricks with me, Calendre. I am stronger now. So much stronger.
Bold of you to claim for a very dead Banisher.
I was a little girl when we met. You used me, manipulated me, and made me believe that was love. However arrogant, however angry I was, you changed me, disfigured me. I abandoned my home. I fled from everything and everyone. I thought I had to be alone so that you could never happen again. For that, I forgive myself. But you, Calendre, no. You I do not forgive.
What will you do when you have sacrificed your lover's conscience so to reclaim your body? Will you forgive yourself then?
The souls we banish end up in the void. I know this now. I pity them. I pity you. I may have needed you then, but I don't need you now. Not for my own closure. Not for anything.
Antea, Antea. Such a clever girl. So good with words of power. Is that how you seduced your little pet here?
My name is Nazuku, and I am the relentless servant of the Queen of Kerr.
The hell?
Come, stay a while, stay forever.
Bastard!
Not gonna ask for help? Can I join in too? Come back, Calendre. We're not done.
Just you and me, Antea, for old time's sake. As stubborn as you are.
Alright, that's cheating.
We must focus on the sorrow. Then teach that thing pain. I'm stronger and faster. I'll destroy you.
You are my domain, my rules. Just you and me, Antea, for old time's sake.
Come back, Calendre. We're not done.
I see.
And I see you. Look to me.
Not strong enough.
Ready and...
That was something.
I never told you the full story. I'm sorry.
No need.
Please, let's get out of here.
We're here.
Onwards. There's no more time to lose. Is the entire town lost to Ivy? Her influence must still be strong.
But as Charles would say, another day, another soul to save.
These people have no idea what they're up against. We really had no idea what we were walking into.
You died because I was arrogant.
I did. And you were.
The heart's yours. The roots are mine. Get back up!
Did we miss a few?
Would you a lecture on the sanctity of marriage?
Esther wouldn't dare. And we don't need a piece of paper to keep us together.
Aye, I remember you telling her.
I miss us.
We'll soon be back.
Back together. Always.
Forever.
I see a light.
How? Could Esther still be here? Oh, there? Anybody home?
To grandfather's house we go. The horse knows the way. Carry the sleigh. To the road.
Esther?
Rory? Are you here? Are you really here?
I am. We are. Have you been here alone all this time?
No. Not alone. Charles visits from time to time. We talk.
That's not Charles. Charlie had his ascent. Do you remember?
Oh, yes. I remember. It's all very foggy. Do we ever mend the wounds of true love lost?
Esther, do you know me?
Antea? Yes, I know you. You come to Red as Charles comes to me. How very good of you.
Dearest Esther, I died. I am a ghost.
You know, I'd have liked to join your games. You three. Chasing ghosts and whatnot. I learn fast. But not today. Today feels like a dream.
What's happened in New Eden while we were gone?
Oh, everyone left. I did not wish to join them. She let me stay.
She? Deborah?
Speak not her name. It makes her angry. She is much more powerful now, and your return has already vexed her.
We're here for Antea's body. This is her tie. And the nightmare has it.
Yes. By her body she is held hostage. Her flesh is her tie. Charles told me all about it.
We must break the tie to set Antea free.
She won't surrender it. You'll have to end her. But if she goes, then Charles goes too. I don't want that. I don't want that at all.
We're not here to vex her, nor to attack her. Antea just wants what's hers.
Last time, Red McGrath, you escaped with your life. Do you think she'll let you do it again?
I'm rather hoping she will, aye. She knew I'd come back. What else was I gonna do?
Which of us has choice when free will is a lie? None has choice.
Each is another's glimmer of hope, sparkling futile in the darkness.
What's going on up at the Meetinghouse?
I do not ask about the Meetinghouse, and nor should you. To think that once we worshipped there, that Charles would give his sermons there. There of all places.
What awaits us in the Meetinghouse?
You know. You know who awaits you there. Behind the eerie overgrowth. The Meetinghouse is her garden now. Her hate is deeply rooted, and her climbing, crawling creepers reach out across the land. Like the tree of blood that grows from out your heart.
All things good and bad have their end. The Meetinghouse is just a place. We'll go there and find a finish.
You're a brave and gentle soul, Red McGrath. I shall remember you when you're gone. If remember I still can.
What's going on up at the...
I do not ask about them to think that once we...
Can we speak of Deborah?
Don't say her name. She'll hear you. She'll hear our thoughts.
Let her. Truth is not to be feared. Truth is freedom. There's no ending to the story until the truth is told.
Red, you are a dear, dear friend. But there is no truth that does not look like a nightmare. And the difference between the two cannot be told.
I am a ghost, and ghosts do not dream. This is real. We are here, and so are you. I promise you.
Perhaps none of it is real. Perhaps it is all her dream. Perhaps this is the curse.
Aye. And maybe life's a dream, but hell's balls, I hope not.
New Eden was a dream, you know. A dream of heaven shared by we, its people. But we seem to have brought the nightmare with us.
Nothing stands against the truth, and even a nightmare's power must have its limit.
And what if the limit is the frontier of New Eden? What if here she is all-powerful and there is no escape?
What will pass, will pass. And if it does, and we are free, what will you do?
I'll away back to London. New Eden is lost now and for centuries to come.
Goodbye, Esther. Perhaps we'll meet again.
Perhaps we shall. It's so very pleasant to speak to new old friends. From time to time. To time. He had in his right hand 7 stars, and out of his mouth shot a 2-edged sword. And his countenance was as the sun shines in his strength. And when I saw him, I fell at his feet as dead. And he laid his right hand upon me and said, "Fear not, for I am the first and the last."
It breaks my heart to see her this way.
This is the nightmare's doing.
We need to be careful. We're in her stronghold now.
Try this on for size. After this, we should set sail somewhere warm and safe. The dead don't linger.
No such place. But it's not a bad idea.
Lesser palingenesis ritual. I've never done anything like this.
Neither have I. But if you do, all could be as it was.
This is an odd kind of homecoming.
'Tis strange to be back.
It's strange to sleep near the place where you died.
Still, rest you should. You'll need it.
And you can't bathe twice in the same river. It's not the same river, and you're not the same man.
And yet nothing shall ever be the same again.
Aye. You'll come back changed. And you'll come back to find that I am changed.
Of course we'll have changed, but we'll be alive, with a lifetime of changing stretching out before us.
And we'll be together.
For better or worse.
Since we returned to New Eden, I've felt like something's on your mind. What are you not telling me?
That night in this room, I asked you for caution. I worried you'd act rashly, and you promised me you would not. Then you did it anyway.
I thought you'd gone to the Meetinghouse without me.
I died to save you.
Is that why your ghost returned? Is that why you stayed?
Yes, I stayed because I was angry. Angry with you.
I think I've known that for a while now.
The anger lingers. Part of me resents you yet. For my pain and my fear. For my suffering. For my dying. I resent you.
Antea, I am truly sorry.
I know you are. But soon, I'll be back. Then we'll both bathe in this new river. Together. It is time.
What if I fail once more? One wrong choice will exact a heavy price.
Whatever happens, we will face it. For better or worse. That spectre's looking for a body.
A wee Highland kiss for you.
to shoot the infested roots after you bruise the heart.
She won't let us in so easily.
A few roots will not stop us. I don't much fancy my own garden.
No Eden suffers.
You don't
we
want
suffer.
a garden.
My friends, I have disturbing news. Among us walks a witch. Is that not so, Deborah Comenius? Lock her up.
No! No! 'Tis not true! I am no witch!
So that's how it all began.
Aye. With ordinary evil from the hearts of fearful men.
Deborah Comenius, this court finds you guilty of the devil's work. Guided by God's mercy, I pass sentence on the witch. Pain forte Dieu. Confess and name your accomplices, or die for your sins.
I have nothing to confess.
How could they have let this happen?
Not a soul stood or spoke for her. There's no justice here. It's a travesty.
Confess, witch.
They pay me good money.
None stand for you. Your coven has betrayed you. Name them, and you shall live.
I am no witch! You know this! All of you! Do not turn away from me! You must release me! You must! Will no one speak for me? Anyone? Please! Help me! Help me!
I feel her distress, her rising terror, her dark despair.
She's suffered enough, and so have we.
Here, my body, my flesh displayed like a trophy.
More like bait.
So, the circle is complete. Do you return to the beginning? Or is it the beginning of your return?
A paradox. How clever. How it pleases you to play with time.
I do not play.
Deborah, we know what happened to you. We know what they did to you.
What they did. What they do. I shatter yet.
We're not here to hurt you. You have my body and I want it back, that's all. Help us, because we can help you.
No, you cannot. I can barely feel a thing! Your luck won't last! I'll crush you! Die! I won't spare you this time! Stop trying! You will pay! You are just like them! You're still weak! Remember to fight over the chains!
You're not me.
Look to me.
They will subdue you once more!
Hey, please not go on.
They seek a monster. Don't give it to them.
No one stood for us! They tortured us, killed us!
I just want to be.
They started it!
I can handle this on my own. They seek a monster. Don't give it to them.
Your rage called me!
Enough betrayal!
They betrayed you first!
No more pain!
Remember the agony! The terror! If they live, they win. All of them.
Enough pain now.
There must be a reckoning.
The pain may end right now. The reckoning is here.
Spare me your compassion, for it comes far too late.
Who are you?
I am Retribution.
A word. An idea. But who are you?
I am her fury.
No longer.
I am their nightmare!
You were.
You believe you've won? It will not be so easy. For I will eat your dreams.
Is that an end to it?
Yes. If you want it to be.
Are you sure? In your hand you weigh my death. The last stone laid upon my broken body.
I'm so very sorry.
Will you leave? Are you ready?
I have lingered so very long. Where now will I go?
I don't know. A better place, I believe. A quiet place.
Quiet is good.
Deborah Comenius, mere words can ill describe your suffering. And if they could, I'd not utter them now. Enough wrong has been done you. Your tale is told. And we thank you for it. You are heard. And free to go.
Hey, I'm right here.
Aye, you are.
It's time for the lesser palingenesis.
Time to bring you home.
From flesh to word. Word to heart.
From flesh to word. Word to heart.
Air to fire. Fire to earth. I'm hollowing. It's working.
Air to fire. Fire to earth.
Ending to beginning, indivisible. Death to the living. Life to the dead.
Ending to beginning, indivisible. Death to the living. Life to the dead. Antea. Antea!
Liar.
What?
You swore on it, Rory McGrath. You swore you'd bring me back.
Step away, Banisher. That's not Antea.
How?
At our first meeting, I took your measure. I found you wanting. How I was right.
What the hell? Where's Antea?
You have failed her. Again.
Deborah! Enough games. Let them go. Let us go.
Hush, child!
The adults are talking.
No! Leave her. She's innocent.
Innocence is another name for buried guilt.
She's not done with us. Not by a long way. Not for a long time. Find me. Find us.
Traitor, oath-breaker, rat!
You forsook your one true love. For this, you deserve a reward. The same reward over and over.
No! Let her go. Please! Let her go! I beg you, no! Take me instead! Let her go!
Cowardice, anger, treachery. This and more is the stuff of our tragedy. Zealotry, ignorance, hubris. The list of human failings is endless, and in this fertile soil grows all of our miseries. Though Antea and Red won many battles against a devious and relentless foe, right now, the war seems lost, for a nightmare is born of the darkest injustice and will brook no mercy. But hope remains. The curse may yet be lifted. Some brave soul may yet defy the nightmare that once was Deborah Comenius in the Meetinghouse in New Eden. She awaits their return.
Let go!
Ah, you're awake.
Who are you?